Come on in. Let's watch some fights here at the Atlantis. And here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight. It's Tia.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Not too many. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Nice counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. A lot of effort being exerted here. Well done with that counter shot. Believe what we're seeing. A perfect counter shot. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Looking to land the hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as... Here we go. It's round 2. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. That counter shot lands. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And just got countered. Missing with that jab. Just misses with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like it... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice exchange here from both men. Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that jab. It's all offense all the time. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Perfect counter lands. Not a lot of defense here at all. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can't find a home for that jab. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. No rest for the weary. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that. And there's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The only fear you have with this lightweight is, has he punched himself out? can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Missing with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was all. This is the beginning of round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Good defense with that left jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Back and forth they go. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Round 7, here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
The stamina is off the charts. Punches coming from every angle. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. That jab doesn't score. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both trying for a knockout. Good punch. still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Into round 8, and we're off again. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Good counter punching. Can't find a home in that jab. Nice counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. They are giving us a high-tempo show. The perfect counter lands. When you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought the fight a little bit quick.